Okay, cool. I've got mic levels. Breed, sê gou vir my iets asseblief.
Check breaker 1, 2.
Yeah.
Bitch
that's
ass.
up.
1, 1. Bitch. Trying to make a little bit, mic testing can be so boring. It's like, let's.
Mic testing can be so boring.
Test the bikes and you don't know
You
English.
at church.
You don't know English, then you go testicle.
Testicles.
True.
Testicles. Balls.
Oh man, interesting
Yo.
developments after episode 10 that we did. It was quite amazing. Thank you for all your feedback. It's been absolutely cool. Welcome to it.
Yep.
This is Kowahohi. My name is Thabo, and right opposite me is Brady Fortuin, and we've got Timber in his house, and we've
what's up?
also got Brahma Tubbs in his house. Guys, so much has happened. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. I think let's start off with the episode that we did with Marcius, which is quite informing. Hey, English. God never loved us.
Was never my friend.
Or date, I don't know.
Bundle is done. Klar.
Brahma Tubbs are data or data. I don't know.
Data.
Yeah, it was quite amazing. Brady, what do you feel you took away most from that episode?
There was maybe more than one. I remember though the first part.
Yeah.
He said, sien yourself as a koning, en gedraai yourself as a koning. Number 2 was, it's something we already know, maar om 'n entrepreneur te wees is baie, is nie net, is nie vir die faint-hearted nie.
No, not at all.
Jy moet die cojones. Yes, you need that cojones. And number 3 was when it was cool to see that someone that ambitious and that focused is still so much about family. That was cool for me. Yeah.
That is super cool, and I think the moment that he had like daai knop in die keel oomblik wat hy gehad het,
Hey.
en daai het my ook geraak want ek weet ek het daai selfe knop in die keel gehad
En
hier
ek-
op 'n episode.
En ek het dit nie verwag nie.
Selfe.
Ek het net gedog like, van hy daai vibe gehad, jy weet.
Ja, daai.
Jy verstaan. It's alles cool. Next minute. What the fuck just happened? But you know what? All of that made me dig him so much more though.
That is so true.
Because then it just made it so much more evident that the guy is genuinely, organically just himself. Yeah. I dig that. I like people who's real, man. Even
No,
if you're
that's-
likable or not likable, just be.
Just be real.
Yeah.
Just be real. No, I was actually repeating to my wife this week that there's so many nuggets that I got from that episode, and the more I actually watch it, the more I'm like, in Tubbs, you can take this away, you can take that away, and this is what say, family. Oh man, I think because of what we do, I think our family is like our foundation. We need that, and for them to allow us to do this. This was again, no, actually, my vrou gaan my met dit doodmaak, but I had an appointment with her now. And I was like, but babes, can I podcast gaan skiet? But she knows also how much it feels or how much it means to me.
For sure.
So she was like, nee, go understand, ons sal later opvang. So that's cool. So family, we dig you. Thank you very much. And Ali familie.
Op my noot,
Ja.
so ons planne vir later.
Ja.
Never mind. Fine. Okay. Haha. On that note,
Let's
we
forget,
we were just talking about James. It was something that me and you were chatting this before. We were making jokes about it, and we were talking about the wives, and we were talking about how
They don't
critical.
care, but they
Oh,
really care.
yes.
They will tell you the truth. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how deep it is, they couldn't be bothered. But the truth is, they really care.
You get it? I like
Yeah.
that. They don't care, but they
But they
really
care.
care. So
Yeah.
it's almost like in their nonchalance or them not caring, there's actually no one else that cares as much as your success to them as
Yes.
them. Yeah.
So they will be brutally honest with you to the point where you're like, please stop. Like,
I just asked for this. You giving me now
That's
everything else I've done wrong in this year, so much in there. But anyway,
but
yeah.
they really care. Only the people that really care about you will tell you the
Yeah.
truth.
Kan ek so 'n bietjie reis uitpraat?
Gaan vir dit.
Okay, cool. So, ons keer baie saam. Ons keer baie saam as familie. And we really enjoy each other, which is amazing. But there's something that I honestly look up to you and your wife. When it comes to how you, and it's like Tamba said, you know, how you guys express your feelings towards each other at that point and at that time. Let's say things can be heated, things can be loving, things can be, you guys are like, julle gaan aan man, julle gaan aan. Jy weet, and I look at that and I'm like, man, there's a lot of growth that I need to do within myself, because there's sometimes things that I feel and then I'd be like, and I'm not going to say this, I know it's going to hurt my partner, but I think if sometimes you say it, there's growth that then can happen within your marriage or within your relationship, because now this person knows that ek hou nie van daai nie, or this is actually cool, I keep on doing this, or whatever the case may be, you know. So ek moet sê, like, I take my hat off for y'all.
Dankie bro.
Yeah.
Ek waardeer dit. Die ding is nee, ek dink is om my the equilibrium te kry. Want ek kan vir jou sê, kyk, I might have mentioned it on the show before. It was my dad that actually mentioned, you know, through all the years, he said there's nothing wrong with conflict.
Yeah.
You know, friction, it causes growth. Easter sleep Easter. It's important to have it, because otherwise, whenever you see a couple that don't argue and all that, get away from them. They're bad news for you. Like they are not
Like
good
this.
for you in your
Yeah, yeah,
marriage.
yeah.
Get away from. I'm talking about everyone.
Yeah.
When you see them, run. Them fake ass bastards. But this man knows what I'm talking about.
Because love is made in heaven, but it's tested here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah.
I dig that. I dig
Yeah.
that. Lovely.
And that's all, man. Do we go through that testing? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But essentially, it is to find that middle ground as well, because you also don't want to be a toxic couple, as to say,
Yeah,
where
I
all
hear
you do
you.
is just fight, because then there comes a point where you have to realize, do you want to be right, or do you want to be, what's the word? You know that saying?
she's right, you're wrong.
Okay. Oh, that he happens to be right. Timbo.
You're never right.
This fella gets this golden pose that he just drops it
Yo,
in.
that man is like,
Guys,
he just
only
like,
Timber
yeah.
can say this.
Yeah, that's very true.
We
That's
stay
very
away.
true. Only he can say that. Yeah, we can't.
Otherwise, we have a pillow talk.
I wouldn't have
2 a.m. What did you say?
You so much can't sleep. You know, something's
when they
bugging
get
me.
you in the car after, you get
Hey.
that look, after an event, you get that look, you're being like, oh boy, I don't want to go home, because you know the moment you get into the car,
You can't.
it's
Gone.
on.
Yeah.
Because where you gonna go?
There's nowhere.
Where you gonna go?
There's nowhere you're going.
You gonna open the door? What you gonna do?
She'll be like, run. I know where you sleep.
There's actually a meme where a wife asked the husband, can you talk after you finish watering the lawn? That guy is like a ribeye.
He's still watering till today. Right now. Guys, you'll find him there.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
No,
lovely.
man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So on the show, we also do this thing where we just have nostalgic moments. And we've noticed that we get flagged when we do songs, which is cool.
not our
This
fault.
YouTube, that it is what it is. But of course, ons werk hard vir hierdie show. So ons het ietsie anders, alright? And we're going to send it to my tabs to edit in. And I want to ask you guys, what comes to mind when you hear this?
First thing, South African. This is what it means to be South African.
Yes, right? It's so proud to South African.
Yo.
Makes
I'm
for a
closer
liar.
to my grave.
Is it even still around?
That is a very good
That's a
question.
good
I don't
question.
know if that's still around.
Still in some dorpy somewhere, I'm sure. About
It's possible. There where they still get the mix up between is that Joshua or De Klerk.
Hey man, I saw a video
Or
down the other
KFC.
day.
Who's this?
I really thought that De Klerk president had a furniture shop. I thought he had a furniture shop. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, he must have a side hustle. Everyone's got a side hustle. Sorry, Thabo.
Oh no!
No.
Do you think your parents bought at Joshua though?
I would think so.
Probably.
Hi-fi techniques.
Hi-fi. Telefunken.
Telefunken. Yes.
Yo,
Gold Star,
yo.
which is now LG.
Which I was gonna say. That's so crazy that you know the name
goodness
because not
gracious.
everyone knows what LG was before it was.
Let me take it even further. Blankpunt. Is it Blankpunt?
Blow punked.
He doesn't even know.
I don't know that. Yes, you guys are schooling me. What's
Really?
that?
I'm
I
closer to my
don't.
grave.
It has like a blue. Yo, you giving our ages away here. Stop, man. Stop. Just say yes. I know it.
I don't know it.
Do you remember General Electric? That goes way back.
Okay.
You know those fridges that have like the big doors?
Oh yes.
Like-
that they change into Smeg now.
Yeah. That was General Electric.
Wait. Are you saying? Okay.
They took the design
Yes,
from that
I can
retro
remember.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I
look
mean.
that
Yeah.
the Smeg fridges now imitate.
My
Okay.
goodness, and we out here just thinking Smeg is just like.
New thing.
Yes, another one.
Tell you stop. Stop, bro. You gotta stop. Aye, stop.
When am I buying my coffee?
Brassers, I used to be crazy about an Alcatel. Like Alcatel was the thing, eh? Like that old phone, and I think because it still had like an aerial that came out, it looked cool. I saw it in the movies. And okay, it's not needed for you to take out the aerial, but hello?
The whole action.
Yes, it's the whole action. It's the whole action indeed.
Came back.
That flip phones, you know, what is that new, is it the
Oh,
Samsung?
that's funny.
Almost has
Oh,
that-
that's funny.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary at all.
It's in fact it's quite a technological feat to be able to do that, and it took years for them to get it right.
I understand because what you have is you basically have like, you know, this, when it's unfolded, you have like just,
Yeah,
it looks exactly like that, but it can fold. But it is just a blank big screen, but it can fold.
Yes. It was
And when
cool.
as far as it comes to LCDs and every time, you know, through your life, whenever you have to replace it, it's quite expensive, you know, particularly with the newer ones and all that. So yeah, I can just imagine. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. Samsung, big ups. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
They did well.
I'll give it to
They
you.
did well.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. I love the memories that are actually popping up from this because this is actually very cool.
Especially for you, the baker's man can, 'cause he mixes it with love. He makes the world taste good.
Baked by bakers.
Yes,
The
so you
Bakers
guys
Man
are right.
can. You know many drug jokes came from that thing.
Bakers.
The baker's man can make you high. The baker's man. You know what I'm saying? Let's cook.
What school did you go to?
Very ghetto schools, dude. I'm sorry, my bad. Was that not a thing with you?
You know, I played this one specific because I know with me, until today, and this is how good marketing is, and this is how good these guys actually are. Till today, I still prefer any type of bakers or especially the Itzamo.
Definitely.
The it's like those. It's my go-to. It's my immediate go-to. The Itzamo, but this is because it was planted in
Yep.
my head already when I was a child. This is the best.
That is crazy, though.
This
right?
is the and now there's like so many other cookies. Like my wife was actually making jokes.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
Yeah.
No. But let me just make it sure. It was actually someone. It was actually someone. Who was that lady standing behind me now?
Wait.
Where we were just.
Oh, wishing
send-off.
this, yes.
Wishing this.
Yes.
Who was that lady behind me? There was an Afrikaans lady behind me, and she made full-on
Christelle.
cook jokes. One way non-stop behind me. I'm just like, lady, you gotta stop. You gotta stop making
Christelle is
cook jokes here
amazing.
behind me. Like, it's like, what the cook is nie lekker nie. Like, she just went on with the cook jokes, but I was like, I can't stand anymore. I'm gonna move.
Oh man, see that. Thank you actually for that point. We at the Jacaranda FM studio, so big ups to Jacaranda FM. And Christelle won an award yesterday for being the best journal. Like, congratulations. You
was
are cool.
Christelle.
And I can understand why. Because yes, sy maak sulke koekerige jokes. Verstaan jy?
Yeah, but she's sharp, dude.
Skerp.
Like, just
Skerp.
one after the other one just came like,
Because she bakes cake, eh?
Oh, it's gone now.
You know that, Mas.
Oh yeah, she bakes cake as well. Yeah. She actually baked cake for Rian's restaurant, Delicioso.
really?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Which is really, really cool. Which is really cool.
What a legend.
Yeah, no,
legend.
no,
She's
she
super
is.
cool lady.
No, she
Super
is.
cool.
No, she's.
It's like, damn.
Cook jokes. I even lost my train of thoughts.
Yo.
So it's like, guys, I actually wanted to talk about this. Oh, yalla. Of course, like there's something that's in the news now, and it's like
Hey.
everywhere. And I was like, of course we have to talk about this, but I was thinking everybody has taken the news angle. Everybody has taken, like, it's all over Twitter, it's all over Instagram. Like, there's new developing stories that's happening on a daily basis. So you struggle to keep up. You struggle to keep up of what's happening. And yes, you guessed it, Thabo Bester.
I would like to make mention just at the end of somewhere, please can someone remind me?
Yes.
Because there's a story that's in the background or not getting enough attention, which is crazy that's going on.
You told me, yeah.
The human trafficking thing.
Yes. Please, like, keep that one.
Okay,
I
let's
want us to come back to
because
that
that's
one.
messed up, dude. But
Yeah.
okay, we'll get back to that one.
So this story is actually
Thabo Bester.
closer to home than
Oh,
what we
man.
actually know. Ek weet nie of jy kan onthou nie. Ons het episode gedoen en toe praat ons 'n bietjie oor scamming, right? Like, have you been scammed? Have you been conned and stuff like that. En een wat ek definitief weet van Thabo Bester is that this guy, he's been to everything, man. Like, I actually want to even say and think each and every crime that you can think of, Thabo Bester has been involved in.
Can you believe that?
So, en ons het so lekker conversation hier so in die kamer gehad en almal het nog gedeel wie was al gescam en so voort. And our camera guy, Mataba, shared with us that he had been scammed, right? But I think we were not paying attention. And Temba said such an important thing just now. It's like, but this guy was not famous as yet. And now he's like all over the news, man.
Yo, that is
So, Brahma Tabs.
Yeah.
So this actually is like you.
I mean, you were telling the story here.
You were scammed by Thabo Bester.
I feel like I know someone like actually famous. We got a local celeb up in this room.
Wait a minute.
Not Thabo Best, but guys, it's
Let's
not,
recap.
Not only not only you guys didn't know, because I kept telling the story. Because I thought everybody knows
About
who
this guy.
Thabo Bester is.
Yeah.
Because he was in news 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Well known. But forget about that. The day he was announced his dead, he was on news. So I thought everybody know.
So he
Who's
was
this
actually
guy?
announced to be dead as well.
Yes, he's like.
No, of course, man. Yes,
Thabo
yes.
Bester died,
Dr.
this,
Nandi,
this,
yeah.
He died in jail and stuff like that. And then, for me, because I wanted a closure, I wanted to talk to him before that. It was a painful moment. By the way, go back. Yes, I was conned by this guy in 2011. And I just started a production company. Just started a production company. I did one job, went well. Second job went well. I got a call from the guy called Thomas Kelly Bester,
Hey, come on with it.
MTB Bay's CEO, coming to Pretoria to do a promo video for the whole entire multi-choice type of a thing. So
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yes.
So he got contact and I said, okay, fine, let's sit down. At that time, I was working for ENCA. I was a journalist at ENCA. So I went and whatever. I met the guy, cool, charming guy. We spoke. I'm sure we spent about an hour or two talking about the concept, whatever. So now this is where I should have seen it coming.
Oh, you should have seen the red flags.
Yes, he says to me, get me 30 to 40 models. They must have their
Guys,
own
this is so.
laptops.
Oh my gosh.
They must bring their own phones. That's the criteria. Not the looks, not that you can do that, but this is this. And then immediately he spoke about the budget. So because I wanted to go solo, that's what got my eye, like on the budget, like, yeah, I love this. I mean, this is DSTV, no, man, I'm gonna trap it, I'm gonna make this award-winning promo.
Come on.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then I start organizing a friend, just a friend. Let's put this thing together. Our friend says, no, don't worry, I got 3 girls who can organize.
All these 40 girls.
Yes. So the calls were made, called me that afternoon because I met him in the morning. That afternoon, we had a list. So I called him to say, hey, we made a list, man. But it was about 25, 30 girls. And I said, okay, fine. Let's meet again tomorrow. And then we're going to talk about the plan and stuff going forth. And then I met with him again, another hour or two. But he says to me, I got another red flag. You be running this. These people must see you because you are the boss. You're the producer. You're the
So he
director.
puts you in front.
Yes. So I became the face and he became the ghost. So on the day of the shoot, he organized 2 shuttles. I think it's 30 girls because the shuttle takes about 15 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we put our stuff, all the laptops at the back of the car. We're this side. But another red flag that I didn't see, when we leave the B&B, because he didn't pay, the B&B person called him, he dropped the call. The B&B called the driver. I heard the conversation, but because I was still planning the production, how it's gonna look, where I'm gonna start, whatever, I'm hearing it, but I'm concentrating on it. Because the driver's saying,
Yeah.
if he didn't pay you, why don't you talk to him? Then he passes the phone in the bag. And the guy says, no, listen, my bag is still there. Please don't bother us, we're going to shoot. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, please don't bother us. So we arrive at Eastgate Mall. We park. As we're about to leave, he says, guys, leave your everything in the car. Let's go eat first. And then afterwards you're gonna, because once we start rolling, I don't want you to stop. So okay, it makes sense. But my friend says, let's take the camera at least. I said, no man, we'll come back after 5 minutes, after I see the location where we are, because I don't want to take the cameras and go walk around.
Walking around with the cameras, with
Yeah.
equipment, yeah.
So we went in Eastgate Spur. We went to Spur. He
Guys.
spoke to the manager. Manager came straight to me. He says, what do you like to order? How do you want? I said, no, put the tables together. We are about these people and we put the tables together. And then Thabo whispered at me and the manager says, feed these people. You must eat as much as you can.
Oh my good Lord.
And then after we're sitting, he's on the phone, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, he takes 10 girls. He says, okay, I need this to go fit some dresses somewhere on another shop and then they'll come back again. I said, okay, fine. They left. We ordered, the food is coming, whatever. Well, an hour or so passes, we're still by ourselves. And maybe 2 to 3 hours, the girls arrive. Those he left with.
Mm-hmm.
About 5 of them, they say, hey guys, where's Thabo? Because we are hungry, you guys are eating, and then I said, but he's with you guys. I said, okay, let me call him.
But what happened? What did they think though? Because I mean, he took them, right? He left with 10. So they came back now. These ones that he left with, 5.
Yeah.
5 came back.
Yeah.
So what did they say? What
because
happened?
They're hungry. Because he left them there. He says he's going back to Spur.
Okay,
So we know him. He's with the girls at the show.
right.
They know that he's back. So when they need them, it's like it's more of like, hey, we're done. Can you come pay and then we leave? So he played us there. So when I see this thing unfolding, I'm like, okay, hey, what's happening? Let me call this guy. The next thing I hear the announcement of airport, like the next plane is ding dong.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mr. Thomas, where are you, sir? I'm like, no, don't worry, I'll be there. Blah, 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 blah. 15 years passed, I'll call him again. I still hear the announcement. The next plane, the third call, it went off.
So every time you called, he picked up,
Yeah.
and you heard the airport announcement stuff in the background.
The third time.
What was your first? Tell me, what was your first feeling or thought with the first dung dung? Because I wanna, me honestly, that time I was like, massa.
It did. It did. It did, but I didn't want to believe it. You know when you don't
Yeah,
want to
man,
believe
I
it.
can imagine,
No,
like,
no,
when
no,
you're
no.
in that moment, you're
No,
like, no,
guys,
this is not happening, this is
no,
not
it's
happening, this is not
It's
happening.
not happening.
Mm.
The third time when it didn't go, when it was, the number you call is not available. Please try later. I was like, it's happening.
Guys,
The next thing I saw the police walk in there, like, okay. And then they like, you were chatting to the manager, and then the next thing is, they're all pointing at me.
because you, of course, were
Yeah.
put
You
in
were
the
the
front.
only one that is put you in
Yeah.
front.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, let me go see guys. And I went to where the shuttles are, both of them, they were not there. And that's, when you took those 10 girls to go fit, that was the last time I saw you. To this day.
Bro, I'm
The
sorry that
cameras are
happened.
gone.
Cameras gone, 20 or 25 laptops are gone. And
To the value of what was everything?
Because why the worst part is, some of the girls, they went to buy those laptops.
Oh,
just
I
to
hear
be-
you. Flip.
They made loans. They went to borrow from their friends. But some of them they were MacBooks.
That's rough.
This is crazy, dude. This man has been harassing South Africans for years.
Yeah.
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 So, hey, but to fast forward the story, so I had a fall off with my friend. I was in police holding for the whole night, from constable to a sergeant to warrant officer, investigator, what do you call it? Interrogating me.
For
Try
what?
to get to the
Yes.
bottom of the
Yeah.
story. Because everybody's pointing at me.
Mm.
Like, wait a minute. You know how the police are. And we say, but no, that's how Taviso and like, hey, Masibuko, it's your turn. And go again that night. So throughout the night, I tried to explain to say, guys, I'm just a business on the internet, on a website. That's how I was contacted. Guys, to tell you the truth, since Jacaranda interviewed me, and the second one, this is the time I open up. I've been holding it because
I can imagine, yeah.
friends are gone. The ladies that are very close, they still are were accusing me and stuff like. And the police, I was on police radar all the time, so I couldn't like.
So
Happening.
that thing changed your life.
Yeah, it
for-
changed,
for,
yeah.
for time period.
Yeah.
It definitely.
Because I became angry.
Of
I wanted
course, yo,
revenge.
yeah.
Then I've been following the story like you guys been following it, and I still want that closure. And you better not die.
I was about to
They're not
say.
dying.
No, I don't think he's gonna die this time. I think with Dr. Nandi also in jail, he's not gonna die.
Yeah. No.
He's not gonna
I think I
die.
hope you keep him here in there.
What is your guys? What is your perspective
Yo.
on Doctor Nandip and this whole thing? Because there's difference of opinions of
Yep.
because some people say the power of what do they call that, like a Stockholm syndrome
Stockholm
type of thing.
syndrome.
They say that thing can be so powerful that you can be forced, like almost like hypnotized in a way to do crazy things.
Fully.
For sure. But now, where do you think that applies and where do you think that leaves with her, with the doctor in this case? Or do you think it's too early for us to tell and we should just wait?
I think it's too early to tell, and I think that she will be in love with him forever.
Yeah.
Like,
I doubt his love.
I think
think
she
it's
loves
fear.
him, but he doesn't love her.
I think it's
I understand
fear.
what he
You know why I
means.
say this? There was a girl in that picture. Same thing. But this girl was not famous.
So
So
Man.
there was a girl there, and after Thabo Bester got arrested because I was doing my own investigation, I managed to speak to the girl. She was still trembling, saying, I don't need a boyfriend because if this guy comes out, I'm in trouble. So I think I'm not 100%. Think this guy's got some I don't know
Magnetic
what-
hold over them.
Yes.
It's a real brainwashing, eh?
Yes.
But do you think that's why this whole Thabo Bester thing is so a thing? It's because, like you said, you even told me, I remember now and it makes sense. Because the previous time when he was telling the story, he was saying this guy was so charismatic. He was fluent in English, vernac, Afrikaans even. And by the way, where the hell does this guy get his name and surname? Who the hell do you know that is a Thabo Bester? Like, god damn, this is some bullshit, right? Tubbs, can you just quickly tell us this?
So here's the story about this guy. This guy, he has a mom, Kimotswana, Mama Hai, and then his dad is Indian. Ne? But this is the funny thing about this whole story, and I had to like even dig into almost like a spiritual genetic type of thing and put one and one together and say, flip, this is actually it. So the Indian dad that Thabo has raped mom, and that's how he was born.
And then the child of a rapist becomes a rapist.
Becomes a rapist.
We are not
So-
saying shit is genetics. That's not what we're implying. I'm just saying it's odd, right?
It is. It's very, and it's for me. It's also that whole thing of okay, cool. We look a lot up to our dads, and there's some stuff that we inherit from our fathers that we didn't even ask for, but it's like within us, and that comes out if we don't deal with it. And I'm gonna share a very close story. I'm not gonna mention names, but yesterday I saw my financial manager, and he told me about something that he's going through with his own son, and that he was like, and I know that I didn't teach him this, but it's in me, and he had to go for therapy, and I had to go to therapy, and that's how we got peace with each other.
Yeah.
And that was like an wow. And it was actually paired with bullying. It was paired with the dad being bullied, the son being bullied, and then the son thinking that dad was bullying, but dad wasn't bullying. It's just that it went down so much to dad not dealing with this bullying that he had, that he passed it on to the child, and the child thought it was him, but it wasn't him. It's crazy. Yeah, the story was crazy. I was like, what is this? But it showed me how deep these things run. And coming back to your story as well, there's this TikTok video that they showed Thabo Bester, and then there's this lady that makes fun of the whole fact of this one, Thabo Bester, this mad one, this is mine. I love this one, this rapist, mine. And that is what Dr. Nanipa has on her head, right? That this, yes, he's a killer, yes, he's a rapist, but he's mine. So yeah, man, that stuff is real. It's real, and you grave it.
They give it another meme that says, only Dr. Nandipa can say, after I went through for you, are you gonna dump me? That's only her, she can say that. The rest of the ladies,
They can't.
must.
They can't.
But guys, still though, it is strange.
man.
Look, I want to close this thing.
Yes.
Because I can just feel like I think wherever he's becoming like Beetlejuice. You know, when you say it 3 times, like bad luck is following me or some shit. I feel like the longer we talk about this guy's like, oh, my soul is shrinking. I fucking died.
Say his name in the mirror 3 times.
You know what I'm saying? Candyman, Thabo Bester. Oh,
goodness
man.
gracious.
But I guess what I wanted to say is is again back to the doctor, you know, because a lot of people have this perception of, you know, maybe if you uneducated, you come from poverty, niks gewoond, sulke goede, dan
That's such a
word
good
jy
point.
vinnig
Yes.
affekteer deur mense met hoër IQ's en die tipe van goed, right? Maar in die geval in my bro. Na God nie my bro. How? She's a whole doctor. A whole doctor, and she was even famous also. So she's intelligent. She got money. She's rich. Yeah, you understand? Like she's hot.
She's from a marriage where she married into someone that's rich.
Good looking, beautiful woman, kind of like, and then this happens. Then it's like the world makes no sense to me suddenly.
Doesn't, yeah.
I'm like, up is down, down is up, left is right, and right is,
Well, look at the event that he held here from prison. Who was there?
He had an event.
Yeah, it's party. The one where
Please
you live
inform
stream-
No, like I said, this is like every day we find
Yeah.
something new out. It's
Yeah.
a developing story on a daily basis.
Thames, please tell
Thames,
me
what
what
happened?
I don't know
ridiculous
the story.
story.
I've only seen the picture. Like you see, like this whole event, and you see him live streaming in his Gucci suit, and you're like, why is this guy like live streaming in on a Gucci suit at an event? And then, like,
In jail.
in jail.
And then what pains me, but I understood, big names were there in that event. We're talking about spokesperson of Jacob Zuma. What is his name?
Spokesperson of Jacob Zuma. This is
Tilimani or Mzandile Mani.
They were at
At
this
that
party.
level.
Guys, I
Politicians,
cannot believe what you guys are
Big
telling me.
names. I'm talking about
I
media
really-
guys who were there. I look at that room. Sometimes I take comfort like, if they can do this, who am I?
yeah,
Face to face. He was doing through the streaming. Me, it was face to face. Please have mercy on me.
What does he? I don't.
I'm gonna end this episode. I'm gonna be so confused. I'm gonna have so many questions
I
as to.
have more now.
So-
That's the thing with Thabo. Every time I have more now. Now I'm even thinking about that guy will never probably see a day. He will rather die because I feel there's so many people's names and stuff that are gonna come out. Even how he escaped. There's no way the body, the escape.
Doesn't make sense.
Thabo Bester, we catch him. We put him 70. Then he jumped.
Hey, he jumped.
He ran.
Do you know, before he even ran, he was sleeping in a presidential suit.
Did you know?
Did you know? Wait, this is the chappiest moment. Did you know? Before he ran,
Yeah,
he was sleeping in a presidential suit somewhere in Bloemfontein.
Fucking crazy.
Guys, I don't understand. I don't know what this guy has on who.
Like, that's
It's crazy. No, it's honestly crazy.
charisma.
I
He's
think
got
let's
real
end this on a
charisma.
lighter note. Yo, ek voel swaar.
Oh, that's heavy.
Like,
Wait,
full-
let's
yeah,
switch this up, man. Whoa,
yes,
people.
oh my
Yo,
gosh,
my tops. Can you cut
just
some
stay.
of this? Like, yo, it's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
Yo.
Oh, goodness gracious. Brady has a beautiful video for us. Kom ons check gou die uit.
Yeah.
Wants to discuss the difference in your performance between last year and 2020. You were the top rated employee in 2020, but it doesn't feel like you've been nearly as present or focused since then.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Well, yeah, so 2020 was the second year in a row I didn't get a raise, even though I was the top employee. And when I asked why I couldn't get a raise, you said it was because my pay was a fair market value for my position. And when I asked where my pay falls on the pay grade scale, you said it was below the median, so below the average of what I could make in my position. So at that point, I just decided I'm going to become a fair market value employee and put in a below average amount of effort, because that's what I feel like you pay me to do. You've created an environment where there's no incentive for me to work hard, so I don't.
HR manager. Whoop.
Wants to discuss
I saw this video.
Did you see it?
I saw this and I was like, go my man.
Yeah,
You
my
know,
man.
Go my man.
Go, my man.
He was like, nope.
And I wanted to get your opinion on basically, but you understood what he was saying there.
Yeah, fully. He was like, I work too hard and you're not paying me enough. And now you want me to work harder. So
Yes.
no, I'm going to do the bare minimum because I have no incentive to do more.
It's crazy. He said I was the top performer for 2 years.
And
Then
you-
I asked for a raise. You guys said no. I'm not gonna give you a raise. Cool. He asked him, what is the average or the medium of my salary on,
The pay scale.
pay scale or whatever. Then they would say, no, it was competitive or whatever. According to him, it wasn't. But the logic he drew was, okay, so if I'm the best in the office, they saying, no, I'm not doing anything special or whatever. Cool. And so he says, based on market value, that is what the work is. So he's going to
Give you market value work.
He's going to give you market value work. He's basically going to down his. Damn it, he made it much more. He said,
He's
just
going
listen
to-
to it again.
No,
people.
no, no, no. I get. I
To
actually
downgrade
needed.
his value to the company
To-
to meet company standards.
To meet their standards, what they are paying him.
Yes.
And he said it so beautifully because, I mean, like, if you take out your key performing areas and SLAs and all these type of things, which they measure bonuses on, and they didn't want to. So they have created now a bad environment of not incentivizing the people who do work well. For example, and now he's just saying, fuck it. And he gave it to them such in a perfectly
Succinct way.
systemic way. It's like proving why. And the HR lady there, she was just quiet. She couldn't answer me.
That's actually quite amazing. Because I had two such moments this week actually. In my environment of work and in my environment of business and in my environment of having or where I stay, is that I also had to, like, when you put something out to someone and they're like in, okay, but yeah, you're right. And for me, it is quite important that we start doing that more because people take advantage, guys.
Yeah.
Justy.
And I guess that's why I wanted to put it out here because I actually wanted to get your guys' opinion. But I do understand you.
Temba and I are on industries like that.
Yeah.
You want blockbuster movie, but it will give you 10 rand.
Yeah. They want the
To
value,
match
but they
Denzel
don't pay the
Washington
value.
type of a story with explosion and everything with the 1976 camera. But you need to do that. Temba and I understand that. When is the
We're
Yes.
fully with you there.
Yes,
They
yes.
expect the moon,
Yep.
but no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Got to be realistic here, people.
No, and that's the thing. Like I said, in my workspace, look at Jacaranda FM, very happy. I'm literally very happy. I live my dream on a daily basis. I'm
Was that? I'm joking. That was a joke.
The
Joke.
truth comes out.
with all of its challenges. I enjoy this space, and sometimes I'm like, man, you're so fortunate to be paid to do what you really like. But then there comes that part. So, Brahmatabs, I was called by, let me not name names, but by a place. They want me to DJ at the place for 5 hours, and they want to pay me 1.5.
I have to say. Sorry.
Making quick.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
Sorry.
Making quick. So I was like, and that's the thing. I think because people are so desperate for work, they've stooped on that level. And my fellow DJs, I want to especially talk to you. Don't do that. You're
Eish.
killing the industry. Do not
Yes.
do that. Stand up to these guys and tell them that you will not be paid 1,500 rand to stand there for 5 hours. Yes, when you think about it, it's like, and who gets 1,500 rand per day for their work? But it's a craft. You're making those people so much money, and they're only paying you 1,500 rand
Come
at
on.
the end of the evening. It is unfair. So stop, please stop doing that.
And particularly people in the entertainment industry, I've noticed, if you looked at during the COVID time, then I really saw like a lot of fields within the entertainment industry. People don't take them serious in this country, You sort of just overlook that. And again, I say, guys, it was one of the first, crafts that there was from the beginning of time, entertainment.
Entertainment.
It
Yep.
was hookers and Shakespeare them.
I was waiting for you to go there. I was like, no, you're wrong. Oh, no, you don't.
But as I said to Temba and I, every day it's a conversation. And previously at other work, because I remember I had to work for a company. I can't mention the names. It was just called "Come Freelance and Edit for this for 3 months and whatever." It's a reality TV. You come in, and then you walk in. You realize this guy was sitting at 80,000, and I'm talking about 2010, 2016, sticking on 80,000. You walk in, they just want to give you 35,000. Like, wait a minute, what's the thing? I'm going to find out you are killing. I'm part now of the people that are killing the industry. This guy left this 80 to go to do a soapy somewhere where he's getting 100,000, and it's the same job.
Sure.
And it's the same job. And the worst part is, guys, is there is what you call offline and online edit. So the offline, it's hard work. It's hard work because you matching the sound, you're doing this. The online part, this guy comes in and polishes. You already polish, you just touch there, you just create another. He actually, you correct me, he can be there in the office for
A day,
a day.
2 days at the most.
You were there for 2 weeks.
And he'll get paid more than you.
You get paid more than me.
Wow.
And I'm doing the dirty job. Because
Yeah.
I'm sinking this, I'm pulling this, I'm doing this and this. And then you have to get it right, you just walk in. And if you don't do it right, you'll walk away, these guys. I'm not gonna work with this. The timeline of guy looks dirty. I don't know where to get this cut away. He walks away. I know because I work for Top Billing. I was that guy, and I know my online editor, who was my manager, and he was teaching me how to file things in a nice way with colors and whatever. Where to get shots of this building, where to get the presenter side, so that when he looks at the color, when you see greens.
That's yes.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah.
when he knows.
Can I
So
just give a big ups to you?
Yeah.
Also, while we're on the topic, I just want to give a big up to Thames and Matabs here. They, I think, probably because they really like us, and and it happens to be that we don't inconvenience them too much, but the level of service that they are giving us is basically next to nothing. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys.
Now we are investors.
Oh,
We
I like
invest
that.
because we see where this goes. We see we're following the money.
Come on,
We're following the money.
that's what's up.
You won't forget us.
No, my friend.
Never.
Not a
never,
chance.
ever.
When you at the South African Podcast Awards. I want to hear that shout.
We are on stage with them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
wearing a
this.
mask, so you still don't see our faces.
Guys, please,
Guys, you don't know.
save this episode. I was telling Brady now. Brady's like, bruh, we've got 7 new followers, and I was like, we should mention them.
I meant it came all in one day. Don't say it like that. Why are you making it look like that? Come on.
I watch a lot of Podcast and Chill. Those guys do an amazing job, and there's this part as well where they were celebrating 107 followers. And I was like,
We're coming for 100. Coming.
The road for 100
The road to 100.
at Mengen Park. Tickets are selling. So far we have sold half a ticket. But DJ Tanisha will be there.
Be
The
playing.
lineup is good.
I can't. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want
man.
seeing this podcast being live in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
Man, that would be cool.
It would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing. But yeah, we dream, and I think that the nice thing about this podcast as well is I'm seeing it grow.
Organically.
Yeah,
It's hard
I'm
work,
seeing it
and
grow.
it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just must be patient and keep laughing.
Yeah. With you, of course.
Just keep smiling.
Keep smiling and laughing.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Basis op te eindig, want yeah, we always try and keep it to a place where we were actually discussing this, to a place where you can actually download this from YouTube and then drive from Pretoria to Joburg, and you'll be able to listen to a whole
Yes.
episode.
That's the point.
That is indeed what's up. So yeah, with that, we want to give you a 500 Rand voucher to Spar. Spar Supermarket. They are really, really amazing. Thank you, Spar, for this. It's just literally by answering a very simple question. At the beginning of the show, we basically went a bit nostalgic and we went back, and there was a certain furniture store that we thought back to. Name the furniture store on the comments. Name the furniture store on the comments, and then yes, we will send you that 500 Rand voucher. We are sourcing for our next guest, so cannot wait for that as well. Ek dink ons gaan dit nog steeds 'n bietjie aan die rap so.
Ja,
Ons gaan dit nog steeds 'n bietjie
wil
aan die
dit
rap so.
regtig sê, maar kom ons hou dit
Wait,
meer.
but what about what you wanted to talk about? The crime or whatever.
Yes, we mustn't forget that. We mustn't forget that. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, wait.
Let's-
I'm basically wrapping it up, but
Let's keep it for the next episode.
You think so?
Yeah,
Is it going to be good?
it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, cool. But don't forget.
No, I won't, and I will bring it up.
Make a
again.
note of it. Yes.
Yeah.
In the running order, yeah. It will actually be one of the topics that we then get to
Because I
discuss.
realize you know me, I'm meticulous about certain things, so that's why I didn't take the leave in this whole
Thabo Bester, yes.
Thabo Bester
Yeah.
thing. Because honestly, there's so much
There's
information.
a lot.
It's a
No, there's
combination
a lot.
between fact-based conspiracies and speculation, and it just floods your brain to the point where I'm like, nah, it's cool. I'm just gonna see how this thing unravels, kind of vibe. But as far as this other case I'm talking about, I want to be clean about it. It deserves, because it's basically, I can tell you guys, it basically has to do about human trafficking, and particularly small boys, a lot of small boys, and I don't know, that shit just blows my mind. Like if I just look at my daughter,
Oh,
or
man.
when I look at my
Yeah.
Lolaiti,
Yeah, yeah.
my nephew, and then I'm just like, you understand? This thing, it deserves. We deserve to give it the right kind of attention. So yeah.
I
Let's
love
do it
that.
next
I
time.
love that. That's like a beautiful, in entertainment industry, you call it a cliffhanger. So you cannot wait for the next time. Right, so that's it for this beautiful episode. I'm informed. I feel good. Brahmatabs, yo, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Yes, you. Yes,
Yeah.
Therapy, hey?
it is. Yeah,
Guys,
Good thing.
that's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to therapy.
That's why I
yeah,
like these sessions. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We talk good nonsense.
It's good nonsense. Goeie kak. It's goeie kak wat hier gepraat word.
Brahmatabs, thank you so much. Bratemba, ach man, you, goodness gracious, this beautiful ghost voice that you are. Thank you. Braids, dankie. Dankie.
Dankie vir jou, Boeta.
Like, this is
Baie lief vir jou.
always like, I love this. I wish we could do it every day, but yeah, we can't. But it's good. It's good.
One day we will
good.
have maybe our own radio station.
And then we can.
Yeah,
It's a joke. Jacaranda. We love y'all.
Mondays.
Yeah. Monday's Monday.
Mondays,
From
Monday.
our side, peace. See you on the next episode.
Vrede.
Peace.
Later.